Hi everyone. So 2018, 1-2% growth. This is not what we've been having for the last 5 years, 25% a year. But this means that we are over 2017, which was the best year ever. So it's good. For 2019, not so more message compared to the last video. We have to be careful. We have to be careful because there is a lot of uncertainties. Donald Trump, Theresa May, Brexit, and whatever, Turkey. So we need to be careful. That means we need to be focused on performing, making everything working well. And this is probably 75% of the energy we should have next year, be focused on, be performing. And still investing to continue to develop the group. This is 25% of our time or energy to think about new development with clients, with businesses, with international development. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Consistent with the messages we gave for the best wishes and also consistent with what Michel just told you, I have two main messages. One is pretty positive. It is on volumes. We have a good pipeline. We have a good project in the pipe. However, volumes doesn't make the success of the company if it's only volume. So my second message is about vigilance. We need caution because the world around us is pretty uncertain. And to illustrate the fact that we need to be extremely vigilant in the coming months, there will be a first video which is on supply securitization, which we did prepare for LVMH brands, requested especially by Dior. We prepared this video for them for an internal conference at LVMH, and we thought it could be good to also share with you because it was appreciated by the client. So we hope you will also like it and think about securitization and vigilance because this may be the key message of this year. Thank you.
Les priorités en ce moment, c'est d'abord toujours en numéro 1 les hommes, les gens, les compétences, leur formation, leur recrutement, leur développement. Un peu de contexte là-dessus, ensuite je vous donnerai mes deux autres priorités. Diam grossit, Diam grandit beaucoup, on a fait x3 en 10 ans, on est maintenant 2500, un chiffre d'affaires à 320 millions comme vous l'avez dit, et c'est aussi x2 depuis 5 ans. Donc on a une croissance qui est forte grâce à nos clients, les clients traditionnels et aussi des nouveaux clients. Et dans ce contexte, faire grandir les équipes, recruter et développer les compétences et retenir, c'est un de nos gros sujets. Et c'est important parce que je sais qu'on va parler sécurisation, mais la sécurisation, ce n'est pas uniquement les appros, c'est aussi les gens qui sont clés. La deuxième priorité, c'est les clients. Alors ça vous paraît un peu classique, mais on a une extension de notre portefeuille de clients, de vente. On est de plus en plus avec des nouvelles marques et il faut qu'on arrive à garder le challenge de gérer des profils de clients extrêmement différents, le plus souvent toujours dans le luxe et dans la beauté, mais des clients avec des exigences très différentes. Certains sont sur du freestanding store, des gondoles, des gros déploiements, d'autres sont sur de l'éphémère avec du court terme, etc. Il y a 3 sous-sujets. Le premier, c'est comment on s'assure de la continuité de nos usines. Et là, on va parler de politique sécurité, de business continuity plan, et je vais rentrer dans le détail. On va parler aussi de façon de gérer les gens, les sites, qualité, délai, sécurité de nouveau, c'est important. Ça, c'est interne Diam. Le deuxième sujet, comme pour vous, c'est la supply chain. Donc, c'est notre stratégie de sourcing et la façon dont on gère nos fournisseurs. Et là, je vais passer un peu de temps parce que c'est clé. Et ensuite, on a d'autres sujets de type externe qui sont, par exemple, tout le sujet de logistique, de douane, de certification, qui sont clés parce que de temps en temps, on s'aperçoit qu'on peut avoir des problèmes d'approvisionnement de nos clients en produits finis à cause de ce genre de problèmes de douane et de certification. Avec le monde qui nous entoure, qui, comme vous le savez, est assez changeant et incertain, on est obligé de regarder aussi beaucoup ces sujets de logistique. Voilà. Donc ces 3 points, je les détaille un tout petit peu. Donc le premier, les business continuity plan. Donc on a dans chacune de nos usines des analyses claires de nos risques, les risques stratégiques, les risques d'accident, les risques d'incendie, les risques d'appro, les risques de grève. Donc à la fois des risques externes, des risques internes, des risques de vol, d'agression des sites, etc. Qu'on classe, voilà, on fait un travail d'analyse et de diagnostic en fonction de leur sévérité, de leur occurrence, de la statistique de réalisation, avec une analyse du nombre de jours où on aurait à réagir en fonction des problèmes. Et si ça donne un risque trop élevé, on a des plans d'action spécifiques. Alors la plupart du temps, c'est classique, on met en place des stocks, on met en place un process particulier comme des backups informatiques quand on a des difficultés, ou on met en place des politiques industrielles, par exemple, pour dire il y a un site qui va prendre la production d'un autre site si on a un problème, et on étend le panel fournisseur. Donc ça, vous connaissez, dans la stratégie de sourcing, parfois c'est bien de réduire son panel pour optimiser, mais dans le sujet de sécurisation des appros, c'est mieux de l'étendre. Donc on fait aussi de l'extension de panel sur un certain nombre de capacités particulières, c'est les outillages, c'est le métal, c'est le plastique, c'est la galva, c'est donc pas mal de choses où on étend le panel, où on a beaucoup étendu ces dernières années, sinon on n'aurait pas réussi cette croissance. Et donc tout ça, c'est le business continuity plan que construit une usine et qu'on applique. Le deuxième sujet, donc je vous ai parlé des fournisseurs, la stratégie de sourcing, et là, je crois que c'est comme vous, c'est-à-dire qu'on a un certain nombre de critères extrêmement précis pour auditer tous nos fournisseurs. Alors, des évaluations sur le papier à 100%. En Europe, par exemple, on a 350 fournisseurs, on fait des évaluations pour chacun chaque année, et des audits pour 20% d'entre eux, ou à chaque fois qu'il y a un problème. Et on exige un certain nombre de choses, je ne vais pas revenir là-dessus, mais une vraie politique fournisseur assez stricte qui va du code de conduite jusqu'aux éléments de reach, de dépendance, etc. Et on sécurise ainsi, et s'il y a un problème, on élargit. Et le troisième sujet, c'est une histoire de compétences. Quand on parle de douane, de certification, etc., on a mis en place des équipes spécifiques qui nous permettent d'être à la fois préventifs et réactifs. Donc préventifs pour avoir les bonnes sociétés de certification partout dans le monde, et réactifs, vous connaissez les problèmes de douane qu'on peut avoir parfois, et qui savent un peu bien connaître ces réseaux-là et qui nous aident à donc sécuriser les appros. Quand on a une crise, le premier sujet, c'est d'appeler son client. Et donc, bon, de temps en temps, on est focusé sur l'interne, mais il faut penser à prévenir le client. Donc, on a eu en Turquie, en 2017, une crise sociale importante, puisqu'on a un syndicat qui s'appelle Birzizik qui a fait de l'entrisme chez nous, qui est rentré chez nous de façon assez violente, avec menace des employés. On a eu 2 mois de grosse crise et 3 mois de crise moyenne, où on a dû réagir avec un BCP. Donc, alors c'est pas qu'on a regardé le BCP pour l'appliquer scolairement, mais ça nous a servi à agir assez vite sous 2 angles. Le premier, c'est qu'on a transféré des productions. Donc à l'époque, on avait beaucoup de Sephora, de Benefit et de Fenty, et on a transféré les productions Fenty sur l'Ursi-Lévy en France, et on a transféré des productions Benefit et Sephora pour une partie des gondoles sur la Pologne. Donc ça, c'est la chance de Diam, parce que comme on a 30 sites, on peut transférer. On a une politique industrielle là-dessus, on a quasiment toutes les productions qu'on fait peuvent être faites dans au moins 2 sites. Alors après, économiquement, je suis pas viable, mais dans le cas d'une crise, c'est intéressant. Et on a eu sur Fenty, Sephora et Benefit, on time, in full, aucun problème, alors que la grève a duré 3 mois. Donc ça, c'est un exemple. Et je pourrais vous en donner d'autres, puisqu'en fait, on a malheureusement assez souvent des crises. Et pour l'instant, je touche du bois, ça s'est plutôt bien passé. D'abord, vous connaissez Diam, très décentralisé, c'est-à-dire que par région, on compte rarement sur un autre site. C'est-à-dire qu'on fonctionne vraiment par région, où il y a peu de flux entre une région et une autre, sauf depuis la Chine, où on a développé des capacités d'achat, et on a ouvert d'ailleurs récemment un bureau à Shenzhen en trade, où la Chine, on peut se permettre d'importer de leur part, et de Turquie aussi d'ailleurs, et un peu de Pologne, mais sinon les flux sont plutôt à l'intérieur d'une région. Et au sein d'une région, on a en général 1 ou 2 usines qui sont spécifiquement adaptées à un besoin particulier. L'exemple de Loris sur les testeurs, on n'a qu'une usine comme ça. Et donc la politique industrielle fait qu'on décide des productions en optimisant en fonction du lead time et des capacités de l'usine. Et ensuite, entre usines, on a en effet des flux et des stocks pour optimiser les capacités. On a aussi développé, puisque vous parlez de stock, énormément de politiques de stockage, notamment pour des marques comme Benefit ou chez Kendo, parce qu'on a des réactions assez tardives du client parfois pour ajouter des commandes, et donc on a convenu avec eux, mais en prenant la responsabilité, qu'on avait des stocks de tout ce qui était appro à lead time long. Donc ça peut être les glissières, ça peut être tout ce qui est électrique. Optimisme et vigilance.
Good morning. A quick overview of Diam Group results for the full year of 2018. After a strong 2017 year, 25% growth with some exceptional sales items in the US, we kept a high sales volume in 2018. With a total sales of 325 million for 2018, compared with 319 million for 2017. Sales are growing by 2%. If we go a bit more in detail per business unit, first we made some adjustments in the definition of the sales unit. Loris moved from Prestige to the PAC, and we created a new business unit to replace ISSW. Its name is Services, mainly in Europe, and it includes Retail 3D and Filflex Europe. Prestige grows its sales by 6% compared with last year, with a huge project in Italy, Tunisia and Turkey for Shiseido. Mass Europe has a slight decrease, -5%, but we had strong sales in 2017 with permanent furniture in Germany. Poland is developing very well this year. America decreased by 14%, mainly because of the exceptional huge project delivered in 2017 for Tarte, MAC and Kendo. The trend is still very good. In 2 years between 2016 and 2018, the sales grows by 29%. Asia grew its sales by 16%, and this comes from Sephora and Lancôme. The PAC grows this year by 84% with Diam PAC Asia and MR Cartonnage in France. Shop-in-Shop grows by 14% from Asia and Portugal. Services started with the acquisition of Retail 3D and the good performance from Filflex Europe with Prestige customer. So, in 2018, we had a stable, high sales level, but with a gross margin on result slightly behind 2017. This is key that we continue to improve our performances because this gives us the freedom to continue to invest in people, innovation, and CapEx. So, thank you to every Diam member for the work done this year. And let's continue with 2019 new challenges and the 24 initiatives.
Hello, here's an update on our safety and continuous improvement process. I'm pleased to share with you an improvement of our safety results. We finished 2018 with 50 lost time accidents versus 63 in 2017. This gives us a group frequency rate of 7.5 versus 11 in 2017. I remind you that our target is to get below 5. We also had less days lost due to accidents, with 811 work days lost, which represents an improvement of 40%. So a very good trend, but still we have about 1 lost time accident every week in Diam, and we lost the equivalent of over 2 full-time jobs. This improvement is due to the daily efforts in every plant, but keep in mind that there are huge differences among plants, and safety can never be taken for granted, even if your results are better than the other. What we need is for every plant to be able to evaluate and reduce their risks, and then start again in a continuous improvement system. It's a simple and efficient way to improve. To help you, we have reviewed our internal audit process with the aim to work with the plant management and support their effort. We have a more comprehensive and easier to use audit grid. We have a better process with better preparation and follow-up. And we have evaluated the safety culture of various plants and made clear recommendations for improvement. As a reminder, every industrial plant is to be audited by the internal audits every 1.5 years. That means doing 16 audits per year. To do that, we have worked with a fantastic team of internal experts who dedicated some of their time to help in that. For instance, Jérôme Brejra and David Dyers went to Turkey. Sébastien Le Poder went to Brazil and to Mexico. Yasmine Barrère went to Italy, and Arno Putz went to Portugal. A very warm thank you to all of them, and please contact us if you would like to join the team. We will continue our efforts on safety this year. We will work with you to come up with safety rules, safety tools that should further help you to improve your practice. Safety Day is on April 26th. Please book it on your calendars and we will be in touch with you regarding the organization. Thank you very much, and please don't hesitate to contact Romain, myself, or your CSR correspondents locally to know more about it.
Hello. As you know, Diam is present all over the world in many market segments. But until now, there's been one market segment that's been missing from our portfolio. Yes, you guessed it. It's mass in the USA. And it's already started. In New York, in Farmingdale, near to D3, we have mass USA. Starting with some people from the UK, we have our three pioneers, Sean Brady, Eamon Kerr and Kern Barrow. They're there to establish the facility, build the office, start the factory and recruit and train the local mass team. So our ambition is to be $10 million of sales turnover in the next 5 years. And we already have existing client relationships to help us on the way. So now Sean will tell you how we will do it.
Hi, welcome to sunny Farmingdale, home of Diam's new Mass USA facility, D3 Mass. Come on inside and I'll show you what we're up to. Hello, I'm Sean Brady, and along with my colleagues Eamon Kerr and Kern Barrow, we've come over to the US to help set up this D3 Mass facility. We intend to offer the client the following services: Design 3D, Design Animation, Engineering, Planogram Services, Graphic Design and Project Management. At the moment, we're only a small team, so we have to do everything ourselves. However, we are looking to recruit. We're looking for designers, engineers, project managers, prototype and model makers, and production staff. Here are our production facilities in Farmingdale, where we have a warehouse and factory facility with over 1,300 square metres dedicated to mass USA production. Our in-house production services will include module assembly, final assembly and pack, and we will also offer installation where required. For injection moulding, we will use local supply chain. For metalwork and electrics, we will use low-cost economy. In the future, we intend to invest in areas such as a prototype shop, CNC machining and laser cutting. We also intend to invest in both digital and screen printing. And we have the clients to get us started. We have had our first order from L'Oreal, where they have ordered a full set of injection mould tooling to make a new wall tile system for both the L'Oreal Paris and Maybelline brands. Here are some samples of the mouldings we've already developed. We have prototyped this system, and these prototypes are in the Hudson Yard L'Oreal office, where they have already been presented to CVS and Walmart. As you can see, we are just at the start of our American adventure. We have the location in Farmingdale, close to D3 facilities in Melville. We have the UK team in place, ready to recruit and train local teams. We have the clients. We already have L'Oreal on board, and we have close relationships with key people at Coty. In time, we plan to invest in prototyping facilities and machinery. We hope to create a 3D lab with virtual reality and offer additional services to the clients such as design and planogramming. We are planning to start small, where we will chase niche projects that are 200 to 500 doors. We have ambitions to grow though. This growth will be planned, and with year-on-year increases in turnover, we intend to turn over $10 million by 2023.
Hello, we are Nathalie, Sarah and Laurence, and we are the three founding partners of Retail 3D. We just joined Diam in September to reinforce the services division, upstream and downstream, of the retail value proposition. Upstream with our retail consulting department, and downstream with the deployment team. So 3 keywords to understand Retail 3D: define, design and deliver. I'm Nathalie, I'm in charge of the define department. The define means retail consulting, so we are working mainly on strategy, and we are serving two types of customers. Either pure players or brands who are not yet distributed in physical retail. So for them, we are the retail department that they don't have. We are helping them define their strategy, develop the business plan, and help them implement it. So we are dealing with all types of retail businesses, real estate, to help them find the right location and the right format. But also the team, the type of profile they need to have, the offer, merchandising upstream and downstream, but also operations. In fact, all parameters who are impacting retail experience and store performance. And we are also working for existing retailers who have numerous stores, and we are helping boost their growth. We are auditing their concept and store performance and help them reposition their brand. The ultimate deliverable we are working on is what we call the retail brief in terms of image, commerciality, functionality, and even customer experience. And this brief, we are giving it to Sarah's team to work on the concept.
I'm Sarah. I'm in charge of design and architecture. I'm managing a team of 10 interior architects and 3D designer. Our role is to translate the retail brief into a concept. We are working on two types of projects. Either we start from a white page and develop a new concept, or we work from an existing store concept and optimize it in terms of cost, modularity, to enable a fast deployment. Our scope starts from a customer path, the zoning, the atmosphere in terms of lighting, colors, materials, and includes graphic identity, visual identity, fixturing system, and visual merchandising. When the concept is developed in 3D and prototyped, we pass it to Laurence's team.
I'm Laurence, in charge of Deliver, which is the architecture and construction works management department. We produce all the drawing based on Sarah design. We are in charge of building permits, call for tenders, and site works management. I have architects, pilot, and economics in my team, but we also work with a large ecosystem of partners, general contractor, shop fitter, including Diam, Prugent, Filflex, and not only. We mainly work for retail change with large deployment, less for single project, and cover all types of retail format, from pop-up store, shop-in-shop, to flagship.
Hello, and welcome to our short communication. I am Boris Oliviero.
And I'm Chris Spur, and we are both very pleased to share news with you about Remerch,
the new digital service being launched under the ever-expanding Diam portfolio.
Last year, I introduced Remerch during the pilot phase as a new merchandising solution. Remerch is an online application suite allowing you or the client to manage the brand catalog and also to configure planograms. A planogram being a diagram or model that represents the placement of retail products on shelves and displays in order to maximize sales. Remerch has been developed as a generic solution, so it could be configured for any brand or client. Today, Remerch, as we've seen earlier on, offers two main applications. A catalog, listing all modules, accessories, products and shades available for a brand, and a planogram tool, allowing the user to do their own planograms. The system uses a central database, so it is the same information used in all applications within Remerch. For example, the planogram uses the data from the catalog. All information used on Remerch is automatically filtered by zone and campaign, making sure it is impossible to pick the wrong elements on any specific planograms. The Subscribe service currently hosts a catalog, planogram tool, and now features an e-store, which can be activated for customers based on their requirements. Looking forwards, we will introduce a business information application to also make the most of the data held within the platform. The past few months, I've also seen the project grow to support the mass sector, collaborating closely with the UK team and involving Maybelline in order to propose new applications and functionality, whilst remaining a generic solution. Crucially, these improvements allow different planogram systems to work, such as complex wall designs and caddy systems. The next Remerch update will be released at the end of April.
Online planogram tools have been around for many years in retail. However, cosmetics planogramming can be extremely complex, making many products unsuitable. Many of our competitors have developed bespoke solutions to address customer needs, and whilst they may satisfy the requirement for new tenders, they lack the expertise that Diam is favoured for. With advanced knowledge of the cosmetics sector, Diam has been able to advise brands with a level of detail not found in our competition. Remerch will demonstrate this knowledge even further with a truly customer-orientated approach in a consistent, easy-to-use platform that introduces autonomy and collaborative workflows. Overall, we see a huge opportunity to save customer time and make working simpler. Of course, we benefit from this too. Remerch is not just a product, it is a live service, and that will generate revenue through subscription packages. This gives us a steady platform for continued growth and foundations for Remerch to evolve into a truly third-party offering. Progress will continue through future iterations that allow us to regularly answer changing needs, remain relevant, and introduce new offerings for all customers. All very important ingredients.
If you would like more information about Remerch or even a demo, please feel free to contact us. We look forward to sending you a new update very soon. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Let me introduce you the exciting project, Mugler Sauce. We have organized an innovation day 3 years ago with group clients. Mugler team has also participated this day and was impressed by our know-how. Following this day, they required us to think about their future sauce. That's where this project began. The request of client is to make a reliable and aesthetic sauce to boost their sales. The previous version of Sauce Mugler was not really functional and was not highlighted in stores. Mugler has big loss in perfume sales as refills in store by sauce represents about 30 to 40% of their perfume turnover. Our challenge is to realize an aesthetic sauce who can receive their new perfume filling system, and this new sauce should be reliable during 5 years at point of sale. Pascal Saillant and his team worked closely together with Mugler visual merchandising and marketing team till the final design. After 1 year technical development, Martin Yan and his team of Diam Display China has made impossible possible. They have realized very complex refilling system with high-low, different springs and the use of new materials for resistance. They have also respected client design. You can see this in the video of Diam China production. Mugler has tested the new sauce in about 20 stores at the end of last year and got very positive feedback. The launching of new sauce will begin this month. First sauce will be visible at point of sale in France by the end of March. This project is an excellent example of France and China co-work. Thank you all the team.
As you know, in the Sustainable by Diam program, there is at the heart the social inclusion. In 2018, we were able to welcome 213 people that are disadvantaged, which represents 7.1% of the total employee. This is our action, this is your action every day to help these people. In addition to these actions, we also have many initiatives everywhere. We wanted to highlight the fantastic action done by Diam employees. So let's have a look to all the action that you have developed. Thank you for this.
Now I'm going to give you an update on the environment. Thank you very much first to everybody for their contribution to the reporting. It's a big effort, and still some figures are missing and we are checking some of them, so I'm going to give you a partial update now with two key topics. The first one is plastics and the second one is climate change. Plastics, we know it is a big impact driver for our overall environmental impact. We've seen that from our life cycle analysis. And there are more and more expectations from our customers for us to bring new solutions on that. We have two solutions. We are bringing more recycled content into our product. For example, Tunisia, America are increasing their amount of recycled. And also we are recycling more. We are offering dismantling facilities to our customers. We recycled and dismantled more than 700 tons last year. And also we have invested in D3 USA in a brand new shredder to be able to shred the PMMA and create a circular loop with our supplier. The second topic is on climate change. We have a target to reduce our climate change intensity in Diam. Unfortunately, in 2018, we have not achieved that target. To the contrary, we have increased our CO2 emissions. This is due to more energy consumption, due a bit to our growing sales, but also to the switch geographically to production in areas where the electricity is more carbonated than in our historical areas, for example, France. So we have to do more on renewable. A good example of that is Brazil. Last year they started to produce their own renewable electricity, which is fantastic. And over the following months and year, we will plan to switch to more renewable energy and increase our efficiency.
Innovation. As you know, innovation is absolutely key to surprise our client and to continue to grow. So this is why, with the strong support of Louis, we have decided to create a new challenge called Diam Kickstarter. The ambition of this challenge is to create tomorrow's growth through innovation. And this is also to develop a mindset of entrepreneurship by having all the team bringing their idea and trying to develop them. So what is the planning for Diam Kickstarter? This challenge started in January with a lot of communication around it, so I hope you already had this information. And now we are in the phase of ideation, bringing ideas, helping the team to propose projects. At the end of this process and this phase of ideation, I hope we will have a lot of idea, project, proposition, and we will study them at a local level, at a BU level, at an EXCOM level. The one that will have been selected to go to the EXCOM will pitch in front of the EXCOM. We don't know where, but somewhere in the world where we have a Diam entity. So as a conclusion, you have until the 30th of April to propose us, to communicate about your project, your idea, whatever they are. We are taking all the good initiatives, and I continue to be productive on this. So good brainstorming, we continue.
Growing pretty fast in the last years, integrating new companies and sometimes new identities, and also creating new brands. So now we have Diam, we have Projean Diam, we have Connect, we have Remerge, We have Diam Pack, we have Diam Color, we have different identities which should be only one. So we have decided to review the external communication of Diam. We call it review the brand platform. It means valuing Diam Group with the true identity and also the other brands with a new way and new tools.
Okay, so thanks Françoise. I'll try and add to that. So Diam, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, is a rich and long industrial history, an identity from years of being a leading worldwide display producer. But now it's time to transform the company and also transform our communication. So really to bring Diam and its communication and its transformation into the 21st century. So yeah, so we're going to talk more about our new services, less about our industrial footprint, and more about the modern way. So Diam are a company for the 22nd and 23rd century, not just the 21st. And our progression in the industry needs to be something that's recognised by millennials. So our clients are changing and transforming, and we need to transform along with our customers. And with that, our identity externally and internally. With relevant current topics, which are very important, such as sustainability, recycling, and developing our young talent.
And Cécile Tombarello, who is here, is in charge of this external communication review and has been leading this project with David and his team in the UK, because all the objective was to be able to build an external communication and a brand platform that is fitting to different cultural contexts, different type of clients, and also having the tone of Diam, which was between humility, as usual, and also pride on Diam.
I'm really happy to be part of it, and what we've done, redesigned the website, created and reinforcing our presence on the social network, such as Instagram, blog and LinkedIn. We've harmonized all the corporate presentation and customer presentation.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to welcome all the new joiners. So now, nomination and promotion. So, hello everyone. Before showing you the results of the training for the year 2018, let me remind you the 4 pillars of the HR actions within Diam. So, our action is focused on 4 pillars. The first one is building a strong culture, mainly by supporting innovation, but also by supporting all sustainable by Diam programs. This is empower talents, giving the opportunity to everyone to express its talent. This is skills and know-how. This is how we learn new skills, how we adapt ourselves to new technology, new competencies, new field. And this is also international networking. This is how we share best practice and our knowledge. So let me show you now the KPI for the training for the year 2018. So for 2018, we have realized 13 hours average per people compared to 10 last year. And I remind you that the target was 12. So we are at the target, we are training people, so I'm very happy with these results. And the second point why I'm satisfied is that all the BU are progressing, of course, except maths, but because maths was trusted by Poland and the launch of Poland last year. So that means that in every BU, we are developing training, so congratulations to all, continue in this way. My objective, of course, as I told you, is to develop a lifelong training culture. And this is why I'm going to show you now one of our main initiatives in this way. This is developing e-learning. So, Anastasia, welcome Anastasia. So we have decided to develop e-learning within Diam. So I will let you, Anastasia, present you this initiative so you better understand why we are investing in this new way of training.
Thank you, Raphael, for this introduction. I would like to say that we started this project in the end of 2017. And we decided to go with an easy to use platform, really user-friendly, in 2 ways. The first one to administrate the platform and the second one to create the e-learnings. So we have identified three main steps. The first one was to learn by developing corporate modules, and we succeed. We created anti-corruption e-learning, onboarding training for the newcomers, and travel policy training. The second step for me was to train HR managers on administrating the platform, managing the platform. And this step is already done, and we are entering the third phase, which is encouraging local teams to create their own e-learning modules, and I'm here to support this activity. So don't hesitate to contact me if you have already an existing training, face-to-face training. We can transform it maybe partly into e-learning, or if you have know-how that you would like to share with the international community of Diam, we can also imagine how it can be transformed into online training. And finally, step 4 is really our ambition is that everyone knows how to create e-learning modules on the platform and become the trainer. And like that, we ensure know-how transfer in the group and contribute into lifelong learning culture of Diam.
As I told you before, international networking is absolutely key for Diam to transfer the knowledge, to share the best practice. This is why in 2018 we have decided to organize what I call functional meeting. So we started with engineering, having people from the engineering department from almost everywhere in the world meeting together, sharing best practice, sharing tools, sharing process, meeting also, just knowing them, knowing each other. We also did it for design, and we will continue to organize such meeting, and the next one will be the shop fitting summit in April 2019. Again, the ambition for us is to make people meet together, try to work together, organize together, and share their practice and their knowledge.
As usual, we also wish to share with you all the good projects that have been executed, realized since some months, and it is the heart of the business, the products, the realization with clients. Thank you for listening and looking at all those videos. We have been doing a lot of things, leading a lot of initiatives, having created very good new things for Diam. It's all the more important to continue to share about all of this initiative, realization, new things about people, CSR, all those points. Very important to share. And sharing, it's also about having questions, so don't hesitate. Go, of course, to your managers, to your leader if you have questions. You can also go directly to us and send a question or send them to Raphael or Caroline. This is about understanding where we go, especially for all the new fields, and we all go together.